Hi, I'm Dr. Charlotte Howard, a counseling psychologist in Austin, Texas, and I wanted to provide some tips for what's coming up during COVID-19 from a mental health perspective. I'm going to follow that awesome video on processing groceries from the possibly contaminated section of the counter to the purified section. And my husband and I made a longer version of this if you're curious to get an elaboration. But for now, I'm just going to talk about briefly anxiety, depression, and relationship issues that come in around COVID. So you might find that you're feeling more anxious and there's anxiety at the edge of the unknown. But what we need to do to process it over to here is not catastrophize and try to jump to future predictions, which can make us feel even worse, but instead just be able to tell ourselves, okay, we don't know the future, things are uncertain, and there's natural anxiety at the edge of the unknown, and not judge that, but make space for it. The other thing about anxiety is it's often a defense against other feelings. So it's very helpful in processing anxiety to ask yourself what you might be feeling underneath, whether it's anger, sadness, fear, and make space to really feel those emotions and process through them to where you're feeling better. Now, if you're feeling angry, shutting that down can get you to feel kind of depressed. Plus, all loss goes into one bucket, and so watching news that has loss in it, and also all the loss that's involved in this crisis situation we're in, can bring up all the losses you've had throughout life since childhood. And it's an opportunity to grieve all of those losses, and so it makes it even more important for you to make space for your feelings right now. Also with relationship issues, I just want to say that a big thing you can do is to try not to get triggered at the same time as your partner. So if your partner's triggered, you might try to soothe up him or her and put them back together and then talk about your feelings, and vice versa. Because if we all have areas where we act and feel crazy, but when we do that together, it doesn't go so well. So we want to really take turns and focus on feelings instead of content. So, and also with relationships, touch is really important right now. Getting close, talking the nervous system language through touch and tone of voice. Speaking with a soft tone of voice like you would to a child or a pet, like in a nurturing tone, really helps with the other person's nervous system. So I hope these tips have been helpful to you in processing from this, we've got a lot of extra mental health issues due to the COVID-19, to feeling like you can manage a little bit better. Try to learn to be with yourself instead of alone during this time, because we're extra isolated with sheltering in place, and you can really make that transition to a relationship with yourself instead of feeling alone right now. It's really important. So I wish you the best, and please share the video.